But for some people who have to eat and haven't got their diet in check and are not yet disciplined enough to sort of be, you know, eating whole foods even during that time restricted window during a stage of cutting or weight loss, it works. What's going on, guys? It's Jacob, Sunday Lifters. Today I wanted to sort of talk about a tactic, a weight loss tactic that I've deployed in the past, that I'm not exactly advising you deploy it, and you'll probably see why after we get into this. But what I am doing is trying to offer effective strategies that you can use if you feel it necessary. When I first sort of made this channel, I realized, like, recently I've been doing a lot of videos about sort of different drugs and their effects. I've been doing videos about sort of more health and longevity. When I sort of made this channel, I wasn't really as interested in that stuff. It was just meant to be a bit of a propellant for my personal training business, focused more around the lifting and the nutrition. However, this channel will probably be a bit more longevity based moving forward, just because I've changed slightly how I view things, as we all should. You know, I'm not being set in my ways. I'm learning new things as I go along. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into today's video. If you could just drop this video a like, drop it a comment, anything like that, it's mega appreciated, and it does help with the algorithms. So in the past, I have used a strategy of losing weight that I have coined sort of dirty cutting. Dirty cutting. The reason I say how I've coined it, I'm not trying to take credit for the term dirty cutting, because I had a quick, I did think I came up with it. A quick Google sort of proves you otherwise. However, from what I've seen, most people define a dirty cut as almost like the opposite of a dirty bulk, like the polar opposite. So on a dirty bulk, you don't really care about how much fat you're gaining, how many extra calories you're getting in. A lot of people see a dirty cut as almost like the polar opposite, so you don't care how much fat you're losing or how much food you're not eating. In effect, you're probably going days and days and days without eating anything, which, you know, actually has health benefits of its own, but doing that so aggressively for, like, I don't know, you know, 3 to 4 weeks could, you know, have really serious health impacts for people. And there are some fucking committed people out there who will go weeks without eating if that's what they've got to do in order to, you know, get stage ready in time, or just look a certain way for a photo shoot. It's mental. So yeah, it goes without saying that people have deployed a dirty cut in the past. The way I'm defining it, however, and the way I've used it in the past, and what I thought of the term for, was almost a combination of, well, it does involve fasting, first of all. The most effective way of me doing this is probably tell you what I've done in the past to lose weight and then explain it. So I would restrict my eating during the day to maybe, I don't know, the last 6 to 4 hours. And then what I would do is I wouldn't eat all day, obviously, like we say, almost fasting. And then I've got about 2,000 calories to play with, because what I'd also do on top of it, and this is the other strategy that gets deployed as well as the fast, I'd be doing an hour's cardio every day, burning roughly 600 to 800 calories, depending on, you know, how energized I was feeling, basically. Some days I was beat and I couldn't, you know, get the sort of treadmill going fast enough to burn the 800, and some days I could. So yeah, so I deployed those two strategies, and then at the end of the day, if I wanted to pick out on a 1500, 1600 calorie pizza, have a Diet Coke, and then, I don't know, like half a pack of chocolate biscuits, I'd still be net losing weight at the end of the day. And this is the thing, right? It's mega unhealthy. Arguably, just not eating anything would be a healthier way of losing weight than doing that. But for some people who have to eat and haven't got their diet in check and are not yet disciplined enough to sort of be, you know, eating whole foods even during that time restricted window during a stage of cutting or weight loss, it works. On this channel I want to be evidence backed, and that's why I'm sort of bringing this to light, because it does work. Like I say, I've done it myself. I know other people who have done it. So just to give a total overview, like I say, there's several different ways you could define a dirty cut. The way I'm defining it right here is just the combination of using a time restricted eating pattern in your days, or a fast, and then, you know, sort of doing a sort of big amount of cardio at some point in the day to burn, you know, a 500, 600, however many more calories. You can decide how much cardio output you want to put in, and then at the end of the day, pigging out on whatever you want, as long as you don't sort of exceed your baseline or your maintenance, with the sort of cardio calories burnt taken into consideration as well, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So, you know, if your maintenance is 2,000, you burnt, let's just keep it simple, 1,000 calories earlier in the day. You've got 3,000 calories to play with before you're at maintenance, and let's just say you do hit maintenance, you're not going to put weight on, you're not going to lose any, you're not going to gain any, that's why it's maintenance. So yeah, let's say you pig out on 2,500, you're sort of netting 500 in a calorie deficit. Do that over a week, you're going to lose weight. You're also going to lose time off your life probably, but again, as always guys, I say you've got to decide what is it worth to you. Do you just want to look as good as possible, as quickly as possible? Do you have your longevity and health more at the forefront, and are you willing to sort of go the slower and healthier approach to get to where you want to be? You decide. As always, I'm just here to present the information. In sort, I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't say I don't endorse this strategy. Like I say, I used it when I was younger, a little bit more careless. I wouldn't do it. You know, to tell the truth, I might do it once on a day, every now and again, but you know, I wouldn't deploy it over sort of weeks on end for multiple days in a row. It's just not a healthy way to go. In aid of keeping this video brief, that's all I'm going to touch on. Thank you very much for tuning in guys. As always, really appreciate it if you could just drop this a comment, drop it a like. It all helps the algorithms. You can follow me on Facebook at Sunday Lifters, Twitter at, I'm not used to this, Facebook at Sunday Lifters, Twitter at Sunday Lifters, Instagram at Sunday Lifters. You can email me at sundaylifters@gmail.com for meal plans, workout plans and online coaching. Nice one for sticking with it guys, and I'll see you here again very soon.